everything what I want in this world if I am successful. Thank you.
A round of applause for that answer. Maraming salamat, candidate number 1.
Yes. Up next is finalist number 2. And reminding to all of you girls, walang bababa. Diyan lang kayo kasi awarding. Candidate finalist number 2. Let's do that. Kasama po talaga sa premyo yan. Tiis ganda.
Okay, good evening, candidate number 2. You may now pick your question for the bowl. I mean, good morning na pala, partner.
Yes. Unang simbang gabi, dito ako sa NARVACAN magsisimba. Yay! Okay, your final question and your determining point. The question is there something that is not right in this world that needs to be put right? Again, is there something that is not right in this world that needs to be put right?
Good evening, everyone. Yes, there is something that is not right in this world that I want to be correct or make it right. The people or the way the people treated us, that discriminate us, and there is still no law that protecting the rights of LGBT community. That's why I am pro and I am a pro supporter of the SOGI bill, or I mean the future SOGI law to be passed, because I want that the country should recognize the fundamental rights of every person, regardless of sex, age, gender, to be free from any form of discrimination. It shall therefore intensify its efforts to fulfill its duties under the Equal Protection Clause of the Philippine Constitution, and there's a certain law that protects the right of each and everyone, because as we live in this democratic country, people has the right to access to system that can benefit everyone, because at the end of the day, LGBT right is a human right also. Thank you so much.
Congratulations for that wonderful answer. You may now return to your spot. Ang tatalino ng mga NARVACanians.
I don't like her answer.
Why not?
Joke. Hi, beautiful lady. This is your last chance.
You may now pick your question from the glass. By the way, good morning.
Okay. Your final question is, if you were born a woman, do you think your life will be easier and happier? If you were born a woman, do you think your life will be easier and happier?
If I was born as a woman, I don't think that my life would be easier. Ladies and gentlemen, that my mother raised me well, and I know that in her situation that it felt never so easy. And I believe that being a transgender is like a woman. The difference is we are born biologically male, and we tend to be a biologically women, or as a real women. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, if we think about the situation about our mother, I relate it to my mother because she is the one who sacrificed, who raised me, and who gave me a good education. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that we must respect our mother because she is a woman. She is our life. Without her, we will never be born. That would be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 3.
You may now return to your spot. May we call on the 4th candidate, the 4th finalist for
The
this
very
evening.
calm and chill candidate number 4.
Yes.
I love her calmness. That's a positive attitude. Your question?
Okay. The question for tonight is, if you could legalize something that is illegal in the Philippines, what would it be? Once again, if you could legalize something that is illegal in the Philippines, what would it be?
Thank you so much for that very serious question. Ladies and gentlemen, God gave us life in this beautiful abode, and we must use this life in a very influential way. Ladies and gentlemen, if I were to legalize something illegal, that would be to kill someone. Yes, it is not good when it comes to the Bible. But ladies and gentlemen, our country, the Philippines, and the world has experiencing a lot of crimes. Like for example, using of illegal drugs, killing of normal people, theft, robbery, and a lot more. That is why if I will going to legalize, that will be to kill. But I will start that to the government officials, because there are corrupt officials in our country who rob the money of the Philippines. Also, there are leaders who are not possessing leadership. They are not influencing the people. And of course, there are people who are doing rape. They are killing the dreams of the little children. That is why I believe that I'd rather kill one person just to save 100 possible victims. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my honest answer to that question. Thank you so much.
That was very tough. Candidate number 4, you may
very much.
return.
I love the questions. They are very controversial.
Yeah.
It really sinusukat talaga yung talino ng mga
Oh, the most expensive gown. Hello, candidate number 5. Do the honor, anak.
Okay.
Okay. And you choose Judge Matma Charot. Okay. Your question, Nakshi. If you could control the national budget, what would you allocate the most funds for? If you could control the national budget, what would you allocate the most funds for?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd rather to choose. Can I have the question, please? If I would control the national budget, I would allocate most the funds for health. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in the world that we are living in, we people are facing or suffering from different kind of illnesses. If people have the equal access to the free healthcare service, then definitely we will be having a better and healthier society, community, and country. And I thank you.
Congratulations for that answer, partner. Once again, they
Yes.
are very, very articulate.
Exactly.
From casual interview to question and
I
answer.
wanna add more because might the judges will score not the
Yeah.
candidate but me. Okay.
You-
Hi, are you okay? Do you
believe-
breathe? Oh, okay. You're sexy than me. Sexy than me. Sexier. Okay, let's have it. Your question, Nakshi. Do the honor kit. Ikaw naman. Okay. Good luck.
Okay, your question for tonight is, if you had the choice, would you rather be the president or the first lady? Once again, if you had the choice, would you rather be the president or the first lady?
If I had a choice, would I rather to choose the president or the first lady? I'd rather to choose the president. Why? Because I want to govern the country. I want to experience what our president doing to our country to make a better place to live in. Thank you very much.
Short but concise. Thank you so much, candidate number. That was candidate number 6. Okay,
Here we
candidate
have
number
candidate
7.
number 6.
Hello, beautiful in Canary Yellow. Do the honor, please. Say hi to Miss Amira. Okay, thank you, Amira. Okay, the question is.
Your question for tonight, what would you say is the biggest problem facing our educational system today and why? Once again, what would you say is the biggest problem facing our educational system today and why?
I think the education is facing today is about the lack of sex education. Ladies and gentlemen, the teenage pregnancy is getting higher and we need to avoid that because we should educate the teens so that in the future they will also re-echo those learning to the younger generations. And most especially, through sex education, we could limit the risk of having HIV. And by that, our country would lessen the stigma and lessen the spread of HIV. And through education, I believe that we could cure ignorance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate numbers 7. Up next is candidate number 8. I'm learning a lot of things from them.
Yeah.
Okay, hello.
You described her earlier as the girl in white. right?
Exactly. Good luck. Choose your question or pick, should I say. Do the honor, Keith.
Of course. Your question for tonight, if there is one lesson you learned as a child that still affects your life today, what is it and why? Once again, if there is one lesson you learned as a child that still affects your life today, what is it and why?
Ladies and gentlemen, as I was growing up, with this gender orientation I have, I experienced discriminated, bullied, and the other people call me names. That because I am a part of the LGBTQIA+ community. And that experience from my past still affects me because there are still people who are discriminating the members of the LGBTQIA+ community. Ladies and gentlemen, let us always remember, we all have our differences, our gender preferences, our different races. We came from different backgrounds. That is why we should always inculcate into our mind that we are still able to acquire equal access and opportunities for us to build a stronger nation without hate. And I always believe, ladies and gentlemen, that if we love each other, we can heal the world because we healed it with love and purpose. And that purpose is to live in this harmonious life with a heart full of love, so that we can raise our color, our pride, with true color and pride. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
Thank you
for that
very
wonderful answer.
Lengthy but beautiful.
May we call on the next candidate?
Careful.
Candidate number 9.
Please be careful with my heart. Now you can pick it. Do it, okay? Okay, are you ready, Nakshi? Here is the question. If you could educate the world with one thing about the LGBTQIA+ community, what would it be and why? If you could educate the world with one thing about the LGBTQIA+ community, what would it be and why?
If I would be educate the world with one thing about the LGBTQ community, what it be and why? Be responsible. Because if I say responsible, you have the eagerness, the discipline, and determination that you have achieving all your dreams in life. I am a working student just to fulfill my dreams. And I think that is my responsible as a member of LGBTQ. And that is I would educate to the LGBTQ community. Be responsible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 9. Up next, Kit.
Up next is our candidate number 10.
From Candon, Ilocos SUR. Yeah.
Wow. May mga fans pa rin, partner, kahit anong oras na. Okay, let me read it. Okay, your question for tonight is, do you believe that religion is the way to peace? Once again, do you believe that religion is the way to peace?
Yes, definitely. I believe that religion is the way to peace, ladies and gentlemen. We have different religion, but then after all these differences of religion that we have, there we have an ultimate God that we have. It is the God Almighty who creates everyone and everyone that we can see around us. God Almighty is the way to peace, and the religion is the way to peace. And one thing more that I want to give emphasis is that this religion is giving us clear communication towards peace. Because if there is a clear communication, there is understanding. And if there is understanding, there will be tranquility and peace. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
You may now go back to your position. Thank you very much for that answer.
Loving the tranquility. Okay.
Our next candidate for tonight answering is candidate number 11.
Yeah, I love her face. Good luck, beautiful lady. Okay.
Your question for tonight, if you could break one rule for the person you love, what would be that rule? Once again, if you could break one rule for the person you love, what would be that rule?
That it would be love wins. I experienced a lot of discrimination because of my gender identity. But tonight, I have boyfriend, 9 months na kami, and that is the rule that I want to break. Thank you.
Everyone, a round of applause for that answer. It's a great
Well,
opportunity to be here on
Yeah.
stage, and of course, it's a great pressure. They're dealing with everything else
up
here.
next, come here, my beautiful number 12. Good luck, Nakshi. Do the honor, please. And let's do this. Okay, your
Okay.
question?
Your question for tonight: if you were to judge this pageant, what characteristics would you look for when choosing the winner? Once again, if you were to judge this pageant, what characteristics would you look for when choosing the winner?
Pageant is a celebration of beauty, diversity, and races. I believe that I may not be your typical type of beauty queen, but I stand here speaking in front of you that the most important part of the competition is not can be seen by the physical appearance. I believe that we are all beautiful. Beauty is being subjective. So I believe that the most important part is a question and answer portion, because that I think that the judges will be able to determine who is deserving to become a goodwill of epitome, to give hope and influence to the people who is watching right now. Standing in front of you is a victim of discrimination. I was marginalized, scrutinized, rejected in the society because of my physical appearance. But I believe that I have this brain. And last September 19, I was your first ever Q&A, Miss Q&A daily winner from the province of ILOCOS. That is why I am telling you that if I can do it, and if you are rejected by your physical appearance, remember that the most important part of the beauty pageant is having this brain. Because if you have this brain, you will be knowledgeable and you can conquer whatever the world has to offer. Thank you.
Congratulations for that
Lovely.
very articulate answer.
Thank you so much, number
Very
12.
intelligent candidate number 12.
Yes. Up next. Oh, careful, careful.
Careful, dear.
Your chiffon is very expensive. Okay. The question, Anna? Number 13.
Let me have it. Your question for tonight, I hope you're ready. If you do not win the crown today, what do you think could be the reason? Once again, if you do not win the crown today, what would you think could be the reason?
Thank you very much for the wonderful question. Well, definitely, ladies and gentlemen, in every pageant that I joined, I always know for a fact that you could be a winner or a loser. But the more important thing is that you win just not the crown, but you win the memories, the experiences that you've learned while you are in this pageant, and the memories that you've shared with your co-contestants. And if I would have won the crown tonight, well, definitely I know that there's a reason for everything. Maybe I'm not doing my best, maybe I'm not the judge's choice, but definitely I believe that the winner have it all, but the loser takes it all. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much for that answer. Candidate number 13, you may now go back to your place, calling out the 14th finalists for this evening.
3 to go. Hi. Okay, and the final question for you is?
Okay. Your question for tonight? What would you say to someone who thinks that beauty pageants are irrelevant to society? Once again, what would you say to someone who thinks that beauty pageants are irrelevant to society?
Well, I can say to someone who thinks that beauty pageants are irrelevant to society, I can say to them that they should have to respect, accept, and love pageants. Why? Because it doesn't matter, and it doesn't mean that pageant it's just only focus on the beauty, but it also focuses the inner personality, which is there are 3 aspects of beauty: the beauty of mind that speaks my intelligence, the heart that speaks my conscience, and the appearance that speaks my personality. And yes, I am beautiful inside and out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, number 14. 2 to go.
Last two. May we call on candidate number 15? for our question and answer portion.
Okay, that was the last question from the class.
Yeah, I believe they have to get another question. Okay, your question for tonight. Do you need the title, or is it the title that needs you? Once again, do you need the title, or is it the title that needs you?
Good evening. As I join here in this competition, I am not aiming for the crown. But if that title was given to me, it is a plus points. Why? Because I joined this pageant not just because the crown, the prizes, but it is the experience. It is the chance to share my advocacy, which is the LGBT empowerment. I am here being the voice of the LGBT members that was taken their voice away to fight for their rights. That is only my answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that answer, candidate number 15.
And the last but not least, finalist number 16. So there are only 15 prepared questions for the semi-finalists, and I was requested and assigned to ask the 16th question. So the 16th question is, if you will not win tonight, will you blame me? Joke. That's okay, ano ba? Ilang taong ka na lang? Ilang taong ka pa lang? How old are you? 20. Anong pinag-aaralan?
I'm taking a Bachelor of Arts in English Language in ISPS Tagudi.
Okay, since you're studying language, okay, your final question. This is just only fair with the weight also of the question that they have. Your question is it possible that English language should be a prerequisite in joining pageant like this? Is it important that you should speak English if you are joining beauty pageant? Why or why not?
For me, ladies and gentlemen, English language is not prerequisite to speak like this in joining pageants, because language is not the basic on how you express your thoughts, your opinions, your expressions, and a perspective. Because I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, that language, whether it is non-verbal or not verbal, as long as you can express your feelings, then definitely you can understand it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 16. And congratulations,
and that concludes
ladies.
our question and answer portion here tonight.
We made it this far. Okay, let's wait who will be the winner from this 16th semi-finalist. We will be announcing, of course, the 5 winners of this year's Miss Gay Ilocandia NARVACAN 2022. As we find out today and tonight, I should say. Now, for the second and final special award, let us do it. Let's go, Kia. Music.
Adik sa'yo, awit sa akin, bilang sawa na sa'king mga kwentong marathon tungkol sa'yo at sa ligaya. Iyong ngiti, tsak mo na, sa aking buhay, tuloy ang bida sa isipan ko. Ikaw, sumagat sa gabi sa bawat minutong lumilipas. Hinahanap-hanap kita, hinahanap-hanap kita. Sa isip at panangin, bawat pagpihit ng tadhana, hinahanap-hanap kita. Sabik sa'yo, maghapon na tayong magkasama para telesine ang ating handang. Ganda mo ah. May first kiss ka na? First kiss? Oh, pwede ba? Pwede ba? Pwede bang kiss dyan? Pwede ba? Pwede bang kiss yan isa?
Kiss!
Sumagat sa kabisa, bawat minuto. Isa pa, hindi ko ramdaman eh.
Lips, sa lips.
Hinahanap kita. Hinahanap kita. Ang ganda nito. Sa isip at panaginip, bawat pagpihit ng tadhana. Hinahanap kita. May boyfriend ka na? Yung sabi break up kanina, ba't break up?
Yes, kahit na
Sure lang yan.
boyfriend, yes.
Okay, sige. Hi! Ay, Mat, ang ganda mo naman. Lalo kang gumaganda.
Ay na, pengi 100.
Sumagat sa kabisa, bawat minutong lumilipas. Hinahanap kita. Hinahanap kahit na magkaanak kayo't magkatuloy ang balang araw. Hinahanap kita. Susupat sa langit hanggang uwi ang araw-araw. Hinahanap kita. Hinahanap kita. Ganda mo naman. May boyfriend ka na? Nasaan? Nasaan?
Actually, we are long distance relationship po.
Pwede ba ako ngayon? Ha? Kaya mo yun? Okay, loyal. Very good. Isa pa. One song para medyo nagkulang tayo. Okay lang ba? Okay lang ba isa pa? Para sa mga isa pa natin.
Isa pa!
Oo, wala pang nagkikiss sa lips eh. Okay, one song. This song is para sa lahat ng mga LGBTQ na nagmamahal at nasaktan at nabaliw. Okay.